Warning, warning! 2 idiots are reading the files in the UFO cockpits. Ah, crap.
Hello, welcome back to Discovering TD, episode 9.
Well, you stopped yourself, but then it just became Discovering STD. So let's run that back for a second. Discovering TD.
I researched it deeply.
Fuck.
But I was injecting myself with all sorts of neuroviruses, and the doctor's like, someone get that syringe out of his hand. And Darnell was like, it's too late to stop him now.
It's too late to stop him now. My bird was perched on my shoulder this little tie. Anyway, last time we had a good old time back with Bigfoot and the chimpanzee.
We revisited it.
What do you have? What do you have this time? Because we can't go back to that.
I feel like, although the specific topic we've covered pretty thoroughly. In fact, I think we covered it more than it actually existed. However, I feel like looking into the natural world around us, the events, history of this planet has yielded a great crop from us. We enjoyed it greatly, I thought.
It was pretty fun.
So I figured we'll do something sort of adjacent to Bigfoot, and it's a conspiracy theory sort of thing as well. And have you ever heard of Nevada?
I'm aware of the state, yes.
Well, it's not about that. It's about New Mexico, actually. The Roswell incident.
Oh, I'm well familiar with the... Wait, am I? This is the flying saucer, right? Yeah.
Okay, well, before we begin, describe to me the incident as you understand it.
So, in like the 40s or something, people thought there was a UFO coming from or flying over Area 51, and then people talked about it a bunch. I actually based a roleplay character on it. It was a fun time.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
So let's find out what really fucking happened.
What real? This is all. Everything we read from this point is factual and a true belief.
I do not believe in ambiguity. Things are true or they are not.
Yeah.
And if it's on Wikipedia,
these will be fact checked
true.
by everything. We're going to fact check each statement. We'll tell you if it's fact checked true by True Patriots.
This article has been fact checked by True Martian Patriots.
By True Martian Patriots. Exactly.
By True Grays.
All right, so we'll decide here what's fact and what's fiction.
What kind of alien would you like to meet if you could?
So it depends on the motive. If any alien would be cool to meet, in my opinion. I think either the xenomorph for reasons we will not disclose, or I think it would be cool to meet like a little gray alien with a big bulbous head who's like half my height, and he's like.
Well, for me, it's a cross between a grey alien, because of course, like, obviously, and a Venusian, because they're like elves.
What are Venusians again?
They're from Venus. They're like space elves, from what I understand.
Oh, I'm not familiar with Venusians. Is it Venetians or Venusians?
I say Venusians, but maybe they say something different, which is I'd like to
discuss. Well, isn't Venetians people from Venetia?
No, Venusians is what I'm saying. Venusians.
Okay.
Not E. That would annoy them probably if you said that.
Yeah, try not to fuck it up.
Well, it's just a casual get-together. I'm not like a government representative.
I was translating every word back on your wire.
It's just a meeting between private citizens.
Anyway, let's read about the Roswell incident. Sure.
Yes, what happened.
This will be good.
If any of our viewers are aliens, please let us know if we're being offensive here. We'll adjust.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if you are an alien, or if not, how.
Oh, I also need to know,
or what your favorite
if you are an
alien
alien,
is.
I need to know what planet you're from.
That is,
and it better be from this fucking solar system. I'm gonna fucking blow a gasket.
You sound like you're ice for aliens or some shit. It's like, tell me where you're from. I need to know.
I mean, like extrasolar species, I've got nothing like personally against, but let's not be fucking ridiculous.
Let's just say, let's not get. If a Martian shows up in my mist, there's going to be a problem.
No, I've got no problem with Martians. I got no problem with Martians. But if like someone from the Oort cloud showed up,
the Oort cloud.
The Oort cloud.
What's the Oort cloud? Pill me on the Oort cloud.
Let me tell you about the Oort cloud. So the Oort cloud is a giant spherical cloud of icy objects that surrounds our solar system. Personally, I do not consider it to be in the solar system. So if an alien came from there, I would probably be racist against it.
They're getting truly desperate to contain us. Now there's an Oort cloud. This will take a minute. Gets my blow dryer out.
The orc cloud is full of frozen titans.
It's orcs frozen inside of it. No, you fool! It's the orc cloud. Their eyes open.
The rumbling has become the galactic rumbling.
Hold on, that could actually be a cool idea. So, like, they put all the monsters in the orc cloud, and it went out to space. But now the orc cloud's coming back in. The monsters are returning to Earth.
The Lich
What
King.
do you do? The Lich King? Oh yeah, I should tan the Lich King cinematic. If you haven't seen it, for younger viewers or those who were not in the know, look up Wrath of the Lich King cinematic for World of Warcraft.
I actually reported that video for copyright infringement because I wanted it taken down. Lots of people
Gemini World.
You know,
fucking
do you know why? Because I saw that lots of people
Why?
liked it.
Oh.
I'm
Why would you do this?
I just told you why.
I used to be human. When are we going to read about the Roswell
Yeah,
incident?
well,
Is that
we were
happening?
discussing it. It was a preamble. Let's read about it.
Yeah,
Have you got? Did I give you a link? Of course I did.
you did.
The Roswell incident is a conspiracy theory. Get that shit out of it. This happened, which alleges.
This is true.
Fuck off.
Fact check true.
Fact by true Martian and Venusian patriots. Which alleges.
Not orc clouds, though. We do not respect
I do
them.
not fuck with the orc cloud. If you come from the orc cloud, don't fucking tell me about it.
If you come to the orc cloud, I don't want to see you in the comments section.
Even being from Pluto is fucking borderline.
Yeah, to be honest.
Because that's not a planet.
That's why we made Pluto not a planet
It's like
anymore.
One Piece where it's like that country never existed. Like we did a Buster Call on Pluto.
New level of sci-fi racism. You hate the denizens so much you declare their planet not a planet.
The people of Pluto were looking into the void century and had to be disposed of. Is a conspiracy theory now, which alleges that the 1947 crash of a United States Army Air Forces balloon, they ride planes actually, near Roswell, New Mexico, was actually caused by an extraterrestrial spacecraft.
Yeah, because they just have balloons in the army.
Yeah, sure.
Puts a finger around my ear, rolls my eyes.
Yeah, sure. Sarge, the enemy plane's coming in, let me light up the hot air balloon.
Exactly. We know what this shit was.
It was a Venusian star yacht. No, nothing else.
It was a Venusian star yacht, and they're keeping all the hot Venusians away from us.
Well, the elves, the space elves. They're saving them for government officials as arranged marriages.
Can the space elves use space magic?
Yet to be seen, but I don't see why not. Martians obviously can't. They are assigned space people.
Yeah. They only have blasters.
They've lost contact with the old gods.
Yeah. Oh.
No, it's a good thing.
I do like the idea the closer your planet is to the sun, the more you're able to behold the secrets of the universe and magic, and the further away you are, the more you have to rely on cold science and the void.
Anyway, operated from the nearby Alamogordo Army Airfield and part of the top-secret Project Mogul, the balloon was intended to set Soviet nuclear tests. Yeah. What, is it going to reflect the explosion on the balloon?
We're not going to click Project Mogul. Give me your best opinion on what Project Mogul
Isn't that like a Jake Paul thing?
Is it?
I think so. I'm not going to click it, so I'll never know. But I think he calls himself like a mogul.
Mogul.
He's like Ratatouille or some shit.
Interesting.
After metallic and rubber debris was recovered by Roswell Army Airfield personnel, the United States Army announced their possession of a flying disc. This announcement made international headlines but was retracted within a day. They got their memories written, obviously. Obscuring the true purpose and source of the crashed balloon, the Army subsequently stated that it was a conventional weather balloon.
I love the idea that they're like, we can't let people know about our secret project, so we'll say it's a flying disc, and then everyone's immediately they're like, this is way worse. You can't just announce there's aliens as your cover story and never follow up.
And this bullshit about a weather balloon, it would get struck by lightning.
I will say, even though I do think this is out of character and a conspiracy theory, it is pretty fucked up that they said it was a flying disc and one day later retract it. Like,
When they got an angry phone call at Area 51. It's like, you fucking stupid. They got a call from the 5 Elder Stars.
Like, of course people would think there's aliens. What the fuck? Take it back. But, sir, we already said take it back. They're gonna want to marry the Venusians. They're ours, fool.
New Mexico? That state never existed.
If you rearrange the letters of New Mexico, it spells Venus too.
Oh, I wish. In 1978, Retired Air Force officer Jesse Marcel revealed that the Army's weather balloon claim had been a cover story, but speculated that the debris was of extraterrestrial origin. Based on what, Jesse?
I have a question for you.
Yeah?
If you lived in a sci-fi world where you could live on other planets, but they're like mostly filled with like alien species, would you rather live on Earth or on an alien planet?
What's the species like? That I would.
Well, there's all different kinds, but I mean, like, it'd
Like,
be like
you're telling
moving
me,
to a
like-
different country, but on another level.
So if I could be here or like in Star Wars Coruscant, is what you're saying? Like,
Yeah,
full of wacky,
but the
weird
rule
aliens.
the rule is if you choose to do a space colony, you can never come back to Earth because you don't have
Okay.
enough money. So you have to pick
What's
it's
the-
Earth forever
like-
or an alien
Well,
planet.
just like moving on Earth, I would feel like it would depend on the quality of living, what's available, living space. There's all sorts of considerations before I can just say
It's a planet full of Venusians.
Venusians. I see. What's the quality? We're not all like in a fucking desert, like Mad Max.
Your Venusian childhood pen pal you grew up with said
Yes.
they'd miss you if you don't come. Immediately. Oh my god.
We're discovering a lot about me today.
I'm learning.
Venusians.
Loves elves, loves
No,
Venusians.
no elves. Only Venusians.
How do you spell Venusian? I need to look
If
this up.
someone comes to me with like pointy ears and they're holding like a medieval sword, fuck off. If they come in towards
looking
me
up-
and holding like a sci-fi looking sword, oh, hello.
You're right, they literally are just elves with not as pointy ears.
Exactly.
What is this from?
It's from the knowledge, the world.
Powers of Space. What the
Popularized by the 1980 book The Roswell Incident, the speculation became the basis for long-lasting and increasingly complex and contradictory UFO conspiracy theories, which over time expanded the incidents to include governments concealing evidence of extraterrestrial beings, grey aliens, multiple crashed flying saucers, alien corpses and autopsies, and the reverse engineering of extraterrestrial technology, and a fight with Mahito, none of which have any factual basis.
So I will tell you, a while back in high school, and I don't like talking about high school. I was a different person then, but there was one thing that I always thought was hilarious. I don't remember why, but for some reason we were looking up the Gray Alien page, and I remember they had like a goofy fucking alternate name. It was like Zeta Reticuli, I think.
What?
And yeah,
Zeta
hold on, let me click.
Reticulans.
Yeah, they were called Zeta Reticuli, and I was like, I remember like the same way we do the Bigfoot chimpanzee war. We made like a whole fucking made up history of the Zeta Reticuli planet and the cichlids. We just kept power scaling it. That name is burned in my brain. So like it depends because some people they're like, oh, they're just pudgy spacemen. Some people are like, oh, they're wise, and some people are like, they're just fucking geniuses. They have super brains.
Yeah, sometimes they have like psychic powers and stuff, right?
They're never like super buff though. It's
No.
always like they got psychic powers or like big minds.
But physically they're weak, but they have great mental potential.
Yeah, and they always have huge ass fucking bulbous brains. I love it. That's me when I go to work out the library.
What if a Grey uses great psychic powers to like take over the body of a Venusian soldier to become the ultimate being?
So you know how in Cradle people advance by cultivating Madra or whatever? In the real world, if you cultivate enough knowledge at the library, you can become a Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah, your whole body starts like
you up.
exploding, all the filth comes off you.
Yeah, your body, my Zeta Reticuli iron body. Could you imagine? My gold sign is my fucking forehead is massive.
My brain is so big. Damn it,
where were we?
the size of his brain. He's going to be a tough opponent. Fraud.
That's how they talk
That would
in
be
that
the
way.
end of Lynn Fraud.
You know what would be awesome? Don't tell me this wouldn't be awesome. Everybody in the comments, tell me you agree with this. Animal Crossing, but it's like alien themed instead of animal themed.
And
And you're like on a little sci-fi planet with different aliens you can meet.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm just saying it would go hard.
In the 1990s, the United States Air Force published multiple reports establishing Project Mogul as being directly responsible for the crash. Despite this and lack of evidence, many UFO proponents claim that the Roswell debris was derived from an alien craft and accuse the US government of a cover-up. The conspiracy narrative has become a trope in science fiction literature, film, and television. The town of Roswell leverages this to promote itself as a destination for UFO-associated tourism. Good, get that back. So, what do you think so far? Do you think this happened? You believe in New Mexico?
I do believe in New Mexico.
I saw it in Breaking Bad as well, so there's corroborating. occupants.
Yeah, so there's multiple accounts. I do believe in the Venusians. I don't think this was a Venusian. I do think it was a Zeta Reticuli.
Yeah, Venusian would not have crashed, let's be honest.
Yeah, a Venusian would have won the encounter.
Much like elves, they have perfect poise and grace. They would never crash a car.
Look, I'm just going to say, if I ran into a Venusian in the streets, I would drop everything, is all I'm saying.
Including your knees?
Not the matter. Yeah, I would fall to my knees out of respect and love.
Yeah, I would, maybe not out of respect, but I would too.
Oh my god. Weeping at the sight of a Venusian.
Gone too far.
Anyway, we have the 1947 military balloon quotation.
Yeah, sure. Sarge, the tanks are coming.
Buddy.
Let me get
Sorry,
in the balloon.
I'm fucking awake right now. I can see things, alright?
Oh, Sarge, the soldiers are coming. I'm scared. Let me get in the hot air balloon. Yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, I'm not asleep anymore, US government.
Military balloon. The bullets would just pop it. No point.
You know what? I have a question. I know this is unrelated to our podcast. How common are alien conspiracy theories in ethereal space?
Well, probably.
Have people given up on aliens, or are there still a lot of people who's like, no, they're out there?
They're out there. We just haven't seen them.
Yeah. Curious. I mean, technically, we do have. Yeah.
By 1947, United States had launched thousands of top-secret Project Mogul balloons carrying devices to listen for Soviet atomic tests. The loud explosions. You don't need a device. Just hold your ears out.
Yeah, okay. Sure, buddy. Balloons.
Yeah.
And where are the rest of these?
What happened to the rest?
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird that they didn't show up.
That's crazy.
That we treat this like it's the conspiracy theory increase. Really
it's not the aliens. That's a surefire thing. The conspiracy theory is the balloons. It's like, okay, whatever you
military
say.
balloons.
Yeah, because if I was in the military fighting, I'd want a balloon to stabilize me.
Dad, can you buy me a balloon at the fair?
I'm fucking awake right now. This dude thinks the military thinks we'll believe in Up. That's why they released that movie. It's propaganda.
General, I'm scared. Can you buy me a balloon?
Oh, a little balloon animal to make you feel better, soldier? Nice try. Get real. Grow up.
Can we get the military clown to make a balloon dog for me, please?
The military clown! He's in fucking full fatigues with like the highlighter underneath. Honking his nose. His flower on the chest shoots bullets. His tiny car is a tiny tank. I love military clown. What's his name? Rupert, the military clown. The cut-in where it's like the super badass like scene cutting in with Rupert, military clown. All right.
They lost on June 4th, researchers at Alamogordo Army Airfield launched a long train of these balloons. They lost contact within 17 miles, 27 kilometers of W.W. Mack Brezel's ranch, where the balloon subsequently crashed. Later that month, Brazel discovered tinfoil, rubber, tape, and thin wooden beams scattered across several acres of his ranch. Oh my god, a wooden flying saucer.
Hey, what the hell is this?
Instantly, his sanity instantly goes to 0%. He goes mad. He's like, no, that's not possible.
The weakest Call of Cthulhu character.
Yeah, just instantly ranting.
What if you saw that and then you turned around slowly in the sky and there were 10 balloons hovering behind you?
Do I like it? The chosen.
Wait, hold on. I mean, what is this? What the hell are these?
That's not possible.
Anomalous, put the Choso gif in the video, please.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, amid the first summer of the Cold War, Fresh Nationwide covered Kenneth Arnold's June 24th account of what became known as flying saucers, objects which allegedly perform maneuvers beyond the capabilities of any known aircraft, apart from military balloons, obviously. Publicity of Arnold's report incited a wave of over 800 sightings because they were going crazy like wasps. They were all over the place. It was like a nest of them.
Right, of course.
No phone or radio. Brezel was initially unaware of the ongoing flying disc craze until he visited his uncle in Corona. What? He visited his uncle in Corona, New Mexico on July 5th. What the hell? There's no way! No, I go insane.
What do you mean? What? What is it? Am I missing something?
Foreshadowing.
What do you mean?
The name of the town.
Corona? Oh, shut up.
No, I just go insane instantly as well.
It's just like the word for crown in Spanish, I think.
Crown? Like the king of hell?
The king of viruses.
The next day, he informed Sheriff George Wilcox of the debris he had found. Wilcox called Roswell Army Airfield Ralph. Oh my god, the
Ralph! Get over
Do you
here!
think they went to make themselves feel badass? Do you think they ever went, "We are the wrath of God"?
Yeah, we're the Wrath of God.
Dude, they got they make so badass they take care of the place.
I love this handy little map to the right.
Yeah, this is Venus.
I love the idea that there's a town where they hated a guy so much they called it Carlsbad. Carl's just bad, guys. It sucks.
What's the name of the alien who crashed?
That was Carl?
Yeah.
That's how much they hated him.
It was saying in fact he crashed. The base assigned Major Jesse Markle and Captain Sheridan Cavett to return with Brazel and gather the material from the ranch. RAF Base Commander Colonel William Blanchard notified the 8th Air Force Commanding Officer Roger M. Ramey of their findings. M. The will of M.
The will of M.
On July 8th, RAF Public Information Officer Walter Hout issued a press release stating that the military had recovered a flying disc near Roswell. Robert Porter, a RAF flight engineer, was part of the crew who loaded what he was told was a flying saucer onto the flight bound for Fort Worth Army Airfield. FWAF! He described the material, packaged in wrapping paper when he received it, as lightweight and not too large to fit inside the trunk of a car's a fucking frisbee. That's the only flying disc I think fits that description.
God, I wish.
You want a frisbee?
Yeah.
Put on your wish list. I'll buy one for your birthday.
Oh, well, you already missed my birthday. It was like a week ago.
You got another one. You still got another one, I think.
Yeah, another 350 some days.
Well, yeah, you always have a birthday coming up, so what's the problem?
That's true, unless you never know when you might drop out of this world.
Well,
if you learn too much about Roswell.
I'll put a frisbee on your grave.
Oh, that's cute. Thanks.
I'll throw a frisbee at your grave.
Yeah, throw it at my grave, knock the tombstone over. He was looking at you,
I
kid.
throw it, it lodges halfway through because I hurled it with such strength.
You fucking pull down your hat, put your hands in your trench coat, walk away.
It's like, in the end, he was still unable to defend against my attacks.
Alright, where were we?
The idea about the frisbee. Okay. After station director George Walsh broke the news over Roswell radio station and relayed it to the Associated Press, his phone lines were overwhelmed. He later recalls, "All afternoon I tried to call Sheriff Wilcox for more information, but could never get through to him. Media people called me from all over the world, and even Venus." The press release issued by Hout read, "The many rumors regarding the flying disc became a reality yesterday when the intelligence office of the 509th Bomb Group of the 8th Air Force..." What do you think they were responsible for?
Probably the 509th bomb.
Oh my god. Each one is stronger than the last.
I love the idea that each time they make a bomb, there's like a task force.
They have to invent the next one. They just make it, they have to invent it.
Oi, how are we supposed to beat 509? Hey, we're the 510th freaking bomb group, alright? We got this.
Roswell Army Airfield was fortunate enough to gain possession of a disc through the corporation of one of the local ranchers and the sheriff's office of Shaves County. Me, when I have a giant razor and I grab the earth and attack the United States.
What is that?
A Shaves County.
Nice.
That was very... That was
epic. Yeah. Epic joke.
Thank you. The flying object landed on a ranch near Roswell sometime last week. Not having phone facilities, the rancher stored the disc until such time as he was able to contact the sheriff's office, who in turn notified Major Jesse A. Marcel of the 509th Bomb Group Intelligence Office.
That does indeed look like a balloon, I'm afraid to say, looking at the photo.
No. That's he's posing with debris. That's just like a little... That's like the flag.
Okay.
That's the Venetian flag.
All right. What do we got next?
interest in the case dissipated soon after a press conference, where General Roger Ram-Amy, his Chief of Staff Colonel Thomas DeBose, and Weather Officer Irving Newton from the Newton dynasty.
Oh my god!
You were part of the Newton
They're
clan,
still
right?
around?
That's why you're able to see through my gravity techniques.
From the time my great-great-grandfather felt something fall on his head, we understood the truth of this world.
I inherited-
What goes up must come down.
I inherited the hereditary eyes of the Newton clan, the apple of my eye.
I love the idea that the alien ship was flying overhead and he goes, "No, you don't." And his eye flashed and like gravity
I
pressure.
enforce
raised
gravity.
down. Domain expansion, Newton's law.
The god of gravity has blessed me with the ability to enforce its will. Nothing will fly in the sky before my eyes.
I won't allow it. I'll never let you reach the stars. All right, where were we?
Newton told reporters that similar radar targets were used at about 80 weather stations across the country. Where are they then? I'm not reading no citations, just tell me. The small number of subsequent news stories offered mundane and prosaic accounts of the crash. On July 9th, the Roswell Daily Record highlighted that no engine or metal parts had been found in the wreckage because they confiscated them to make like new guns out of them, obviously.
Yeah, probably.
Brazel told the record that United States Air Force Model Tanhany. Please restart the units.
System activated.
You have
New power.
You have used the incorrect password. Initiating extermination protocol.
Oh my god, no, wait! We can fix him.
5 million targets identified in United Kingdom. Beginning.
I love the self-destruction protocol kills everybody else.
No, it's extermination.
Oh my god.
I love the idea. It's like if some like two people like witness what they should. Is like, I need to kill everyone individually in the country now.
It's too risky. They might have already tweeted.
It's like it's all out. I need to kill 7 billion people now individually to make sure that
Billions
no word
die?
get. I need to murder 7 billion people individually to make sure that no one found out about this.
Murder the whole planet?
Yeah,
It was too risky.
to make sure no information leaked. Brazel said he paid little attention to it, but returned later with his wife and daughter to gather up some of the debris. We fucking just bringing our kids to the crash site now?
Yeah, why not?
Despite later
Where are you at?
Despite later claims that he was forced to repeat a cover story, Brazel told newspaper reporters, "I am sure that what I found was not any weather observation balloon." I feel like Brazel needed money and just wrote a bunch of conspiracy books.
Nah, he was telling the truth. I believe him.
When interviewed in Fort Worth, Texas, Jesse Marshall described the wreckage as parts of the weather device composed of tinfoil and broken wooden beams.
So which is it? Tell us. Who can we trust?
When I see someone who's really strong, I couldn't knock them down. No matter what. I ask them, what do you think you are worth? And they go, Fort Worth.
Shut up.
Some portion of the material was flown from Texas to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, where Colonel Marcellus Duffy identified it as balloon equipment. Obviously, he's a liar. Duffy had previous experience with Project Mogul and contacted Mogul's project officer, Albert Trakowski, to discuss the brief. Hey, we got one of your fucking balloons. It's caused an international incident.
Yeah, you said it was a flying disc?
Well, I don't know. It's because it's popped. It looks like a disc.
Shit, they can't know we have balloons that are trying to listen in on people. There's aliens.
The planet's ending.
This will do the trick.
No respect anything now. Now no one will look into the void century.
The void century? What is that? Is it century or century?
Century.
Okay.
The 1940s.
So it's a void 100 years.
Yeah. The 1947 official account omitted any connection to Cold War military programs. It's weird. I didn't think they were connected. Now that makes me think it is connected to military programs. On July 10th, military personnel at Alamogordo gave a demonstration to the press. 4 officers provided a false account of mundane weather balloon usage throughout the previous year. They demonstrated balloon configurations used by the Mogul team as a way to gather meteorological...
Tan? What the hell's going on?
Upon further consideration, I've reevaluated my views on the Roswell incident. I feel like the explanation given about balloons is very credible and will continue under that assumption.
What the hell are you talking about? This isn't the Tan I know. You said you were going to see her again, right? That Venusian?
There was a considerable history of weather balloon usage at the time, so I feel like...
Hey! What did they do to you? I look into your eyes and I can see the marks of one who's seen the Void Century. He's born witness.
The Air Force would later describe the weather balloon story, not a story, actually, that's what happened, as an attempt to deflect attention from the top secret Mogul project. No such thing. It was just weather balloons.
Just tears in my eyes. Hey, no, that's not what you believe. I know that's not true. You're in there still. Snap out of it.
What do you mean?
Government Sakuna taking over your body.
Bootlicker Sakuna.
Yeah. Just some army general.
Well.
Let's just say all you saw was some weather balloons. Are there any alien conspiracies in the UK? I mean, I'm sure there's crazies, but like something equivalent to Roswell?
Probably. I don't think we have like an official like incident where like everyone thinks a fucking thing crashed, but you know.
What alien would you want to believe in the most?
Venetians.
That makes sense. I don't know why I asked that question.
Yeah,
what alien would you want to believe in the least? Which one would you least like to meet?
Martians, I think. I don't want to think they're there because that's a little too close for my liking.
Yeah, that's supposed to be our planet.
Well, actually, Martians I can tolerate. Actually, Lunarians, if there were things on the moon, fuck off.
I actually would love if there were things on the moon because they're close enough for me to see them.
But that's like, I want some space.
I don't mind things on the moon. I love how that. I don't remember if you knew this, but in Cradle, they talk about how there were, in fact, people living on the moon, but the Weeping Dragon killed them with its moon breath attack, which is so fucked.
Didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, they didn't have a chance to react. How advanced do you think people got on the moon?
I think they were. I think they were dead. I think they never knew what was going on.
That's sad. Dragon thought he would quite like to be a Lunarian. Are there people who live on the moon in Aether?
No.
Oh.
Cosnet!
That's... Sorry.
Popcorn, tell me a bit about the Boswell incident.
Alright, fucko.
What do you call me?
Conspiracy
What do you fucking call me?
1947 and
Slap you?
You heard me.
Slap you?
Ow! Ow! Abuse! Don't do that. Hey.
This is my podcast. This is my world.
This is my podcast.
This is my planet.
Right? This is our podcast. You don't even own a country.
You keep
let alone
talking to me like that, I'll kill you like I killed those Venusians.
Hey, that's not you.
Oh.
Where's Tanhoney?
He's like, oh, that's right. You were friends with them, right? From that incident in Roswell. I'm sorry.
What the hell?
You're right, I'm not Tanhoney. My name is Marcel.
No! This is. You know who would protect us from Marcel? Bigfoot. He wouldn't stand for this for even 1 second.
No, the power of humanity.
So tell me more about Marcel. Is he secretly an alien?
Well, he reverse engineered technology from the Roswell incident to become immortal.
He's like Doc Ock, but with alien tech.
Yeah, he obtained the perfect human body.
Allow me to show you what these weather balloons are truly capable of, and like plasma rifles unfold from his shoulders.
I turned my biceps into balloons, so I can do this. His arms like grows like 3 times.
He starts flying in the air.
No,
so long, new time.
No, it's like his arm like inflates, so he's really strong, and he can punch you across like the sky.
The air pressure gathering around his arm just from sucking it in. I call this one my vacuum punch. Try and not die, okay?
Apparently they use this as a party trick on Mars. I found a much better way to use it.
Fucking Kirby sound effects as he's charging up. UFO conspiracy theories, 1947 to 1978. The 1947 debris retrieval remained relatively obscure for 3 decades. Reporting ceased soon after the government provided a mundane explanation, and broader reporting on flying saucers declined rapidly after the Twin Falls saucer hoax. Just days after stories of the Roswell flying disc, a widely reported crashed disc from Twin Falls, Idaho was found to be a hoax created by 4 teenagers using parts from a jukebox. Nevertheless, belief in a UFO cover-up by the U.S. government became widespread in this period. Hoaxes, legends, and stories of crashed spaceships and alien bodies in New Mexico emerged that would later form elements of the Roswell myth. What? You fucking idiots, why did you say it was a flying disc? Tell them it was just a balloon. Marcel, it's too late to stop him now. This is incomprehensible. The fun thing about Tan is sometimes he just finds an image and he latches onto it like a bird imprinting.
I warp any joke I'm telling, so I have an opportunity to post the fucking image.
It's too late to stop him now. In 1947, many Americans attributed flying saucers to unknown military aircraft. In the decades between the initial debris recovery and the emergence of Roswell theories, flying saucers became synonymous with alien spacecraft. Trust in the U.S. government declined, and acceptance of conspiracy theories became widespread. UFO believers accused the government of a cosmic Watergate. The
Cosmic Watergate. Cosmic Gamergate?
Cosmic shut the fuck up.
You liked it for a second, but then you told me to shut up. You're about to say it.
The 1947 incident was reinterpreted to fit the public's increasingly conspiratorial outlook. This reminds me, have you heard of this game? I'm trying to remember the name. Give me a second.
Mario?
You play as an alien and you kill humans.
Destroy All Humans?
Yes! Destroy All Humans. I never played it. Is it any good?
I've not played it either.
Oh. You get to play as an alien, right?
I think so.
I would strongly consider playing this game. I have to look at that later. Anyways, not important. Where are we? Aztec crashed saucer hoax. The Aztec, New Mexico crashed saucer hoax in 1948 introduced stories of recovered alien bodies that would later become associated with Roswell. It achieved broad exposure when the con artists behind it convinced Variety columnist Frank Scully to cover their fictitious crash. The hoax narrative included small gray humanoid bodies, metal stronger than any found on Earth, indecipherable writing, and a government cover-up to prevent public panic. These elements appeared in later versions of the Roswell myth. In retellings, the mundane debris reported at the actual crash site was replaced with the Aztec hoax's fantastical alloys. By the time Roswell returned to media attention, gray aliens had become a part of American culture through the Barney and Betty Hill incident. What the fuck is that?
They were the strongest.
They're an American couple who claimed to be abducted by extraterrestrials and described them in a rural portion of the state of New Hampshire. Oh, the Zeta Reticuli incident. Oh, it's called that because when the 2 ufologists connected the star map shown to Betty Hill with the Zeta Reticuli system. What the hell?
Well, I don't think if I was an alien like kidnapped them, I wouldn't show them the map. To be honest, I wouldn't show them where my house is.
That is true.
But I wouldn't show them where my house is before I put them back.
In a 1997 Roswell report, Air Force investigator James McAndrew wrote that, even with the exposure of this obvious fraud, the Aztec story is still revered by UFO theorists. Elements of this story occasionally reemerge and are thought to be the catalyst for other crashed flying saucer stories, including the Roswell incident.
He's quite right. Oh, these are also fake.
What happened to you? What did they do?
What do you mean?
Blink twice if you're in trouble. What was that?
Nothing. I missed.
That was one blink.
I put a finger to my ear. He doesn't buy it. Move it.
Really loudly so I can hear.
Yeah, he doesn't buy it. Move it.
Sorry, I've already got my fucking scripted fields up. They'll never get in here. I have remnants.
I'm afraid you won't be able to last long against SEAL Team 7.
By the way, do you want to read this new dipshit series I started reading with me?
Is this the one you've been posting about?
Yeah, Stormweaver.
Maybe. What's it about?
Join me.
Pitch it to me and pitch it to our viewers.
So there's like a bunch. It's sci-fi. There's like 42 planets in the human system, and you join the military and you pass some tests, and they give not you. The concept of the world. You want to be in the military for some reason. Everyone loves the military, which is sketchy at best, but I'm still reading it.
Okay.
And if you join and pass, you get a CAD. A combat assistance device, and there's like different classes and stats, and you get stronger as you fight. Yeah, basically. And there's like two things. So some people go into the military and they fight this like alien advanced tech race called the Archons, or you go on the circuits and you do like basically the equivalent of MMA fighting with them. And that's like how the military is funded is through these like MMA exhibition matches. And that's all I know so far. I'm still pretty early on, but like, it's, I don't know. I'm giving it a chance because my friend told me to read it, and you should read it with me so we can make jokes about it. Smile. That's my eyelashes. Do you have Kindle Unlimited?
I might. I'll check it out.
You mean it? You'll read it together?
Sure.
You'll probably speed past me. I don't read that much. I'm slow. Anyway, we're on Hangar 18, right?
Yes, I'm about Hangar 18.
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Okay. Hangar 18.
I suddenly feel rage for a second and lose control and your leg goes flying off. Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
I got a little
bit heated.
Oh my god, we were like the same person. It's like we start talking in unison, it's like one and the same.
Yeah, two beings of incomprehensible size appear in your vision.
We used to be one being. We will now recombine.
Oh my god. Hangar 18 is a non-existent location that many later conspiracy theorists allege housed extraterrestrial craft or bodies recovered from Roswell. The idea of alien corpses from a crashed ship being stored in an Air Force morgue at the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base was mentioned in Scully's Behind the Flying Saucers, expanded in the 1966 book Incident at Exeter, and became the basis for a 1968 science fiction novel, The Four-Tech Conspiracy. Four-Tech was about a fictional cover-up by the Air Force unit charged with reverse engineering other nations' technical advancements.
What kind
in 1974,
what would you like to reverse engineer from aliens?
That's, you know what? Probably teleportation.
Teleportation? Well, what kind of is this the kind where I'm like, actually me is being zapped over there? Or am I being like vaporized and another me appears over there?
If it's vaporized and a new you appears, I don't want anything to do with it. I want reassembly teleport.
Okay. Well, yeah, but like, I feel like if I could be like a wild shapeshifter, that would be good. If I could get that technology.
The Animorphs technology?
No, I want to like be like, let's cut to the chase and have my bone claws come out.
Shing! In 1974, science fiction author and conspiracy theorist...
I like when me and my colleagues come into the room, like one of the privates, the US military privates, like, those guys, one of the strongest in the entire US Army.
The strongest reverse engineers.
It's like Bone Claw Tanhony. They say he's cut thousands in half with those claws of his.
They're like uncomfortably long. It's impossible to function normally. They're like 10 feet long bone claws.
The Crimson Emperor, Hank Mavers. He can control blood with just a fort. He's like giving them all the intro as they come in.
Jebediah the Venusian. His eyes filled with kindness, but also angry.
He was born Amish, but embraced devilish technology for power.
He was born what?
Amish. Amish.
Do you mean Amish?
Yeah.
I was like, what's Amish?
He's still dressed like an Amish guy who's got like a big ray gun.
Devilish technology. This is the pact I had to make to protect my hometown.
Sveg Skvorvin. He's foreign from Norway. It says he has strong Viking blood. And of course, the leader of the evil unit, the King of Dark, Lucifer Jones.
It's just Satan's last name is Jones.
Yeah.
Lucifer Jones doesn't even say his power; it's just question marks. And he
He's like comes up and he's just Lucifer Jones, the strongest human. It's like his title is like Lucifer Jones, the strongest human.
He's like very casually just Satan, but everyone's like, "What's his power? I don't get it."
He's like, he's like you, Joe. He's just like he's so strong.
What's his version of the demon back?
The grey forehead.
The grey.
He flexes his forehead and it grows.
Oh my god.
It says he learned how to do that to mock his alien enemies.
Just the idea that they like get enraged seeing that.
It's like before I killed your grandfather, his bulbous head looked just like this.
He flexes it. He goes, "You bastard!"
It's like, no, Shneesh, no, don't charge in. That's what he wants.
Got you, and then Bone Claw's
it's like,
behind
sorry,
him with
you can't reach my commander.
There's this image you used to send me that I miss so dearly, and it was like a guy like running a spear through an anime.
I know, I don't think so.
Do you still have that?
I don't think so. I wish I did. It was the funny
so
thing with his purge of like the previous one. Because I had one of like having go be like, don't worry, I'll save you.
Oh, I don't think so. Shing! That's what I'm doing to the grey aliens. With your bone claws, like holding them up like fucking Sephiroth. Oh. In 1974, science fiction author and conspiracy theorist Robert...
No!
You'll remember me, right?
Who will be the next present for Glimblom?
We'll make a fine coat out of this one's skin.
I know
you
don't have winter on your planet, but I want to show you a fine Christmas with many bloody presents.
Oh my god, this is happening on Christmas. So the grey aliens, they have white blood, and as it's like dripping down, he's like, finally, a white Christmas.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Bone Claw scraping on the ground. Jingle
it's like,
My commander has a nasty personality.
Sorry, Lucifer insists we try to get some joy out of this.
The Amish guy's like, his gun is like, I don't like to get violent. Why don't you dance to me and hope I miss?
I love the idea that he's using the devil's technology. He just has really advanced sci-fi blaster. Like, it unfolds 8 times to its true form. It's got a fucking big satellite dish.
It runs off my life force.
It's just the batteries. Every time I touch batteries, a little bit of my life drains away.
But it's worth it to wipe out you Xeno scum.
Why is that his voice?
Because he's so evil. He's got a really long face as well.
In 1974, science fiction author and conspiracy theorist Robert Spencer Carr alleged that alien bodies recovered from the Aztec crash were stored in Hangar 18 at Wright-Patterson. Carr claimed that his sources had witnessed the alien autopsy, another idea later incorporated into the Roswell narrative. The Air Force explained that no Hangar 18 existed at the base, noting a similarity between Carr's story and the fictional Fortech conspiracy.
Hangar 18?
The 1980 film...
No such hangar existed in the first place. And like gets wiped out like a satellite blast.
I love the idea of the aliens like, we just want our ship back so we can go home. But there is no Hangar 18.
What home exists for you non-existents to return to?
Who were the other people in the Devil Squad?
There was Bone Claws, there was Lucifer, there was the Amish guy, there was the Blood Emperor, you could control blood, and there was the
Blood
Viking
Emperor,
guy.
That's right. The who?
The Viking.
That's right. He's just a Viking.
He was abducted back in Viking times and put down in modern times. So he hates
they
those
gave him
aliens.
immortality and the power of thunder.
He was the berserker at Stamford Bridge.
Oh my god. That time, all his feats are off screen and they get increasingly ridiculous. He was the berserker at Stamford Bridge. He single-handedly brought down the Mad Gasser of Mattoon or whatever. Credited with defeating the first alien incursion of the Venusians.
It's like, this is just a normal human. He has no special weapons. No special psychic powers.
He's just...
But his malice.
Yeah, I'm him.
I can't pull the trigger.
I really love every time I think about that JJK panel where it just rambles off feats that mean nothing.
Yeah, it's like you defeated the sun and moon stars, and then the Blabberjabberjabber clan.
The 1980 film Hangar 18, which dramatized Carr's claims, was described as a modern-day dramatization of Roswell by the film's director James L. Conway, and as nascent Roswell mythology by folklorist Thomas Bullard. Decades later, Carr's son recalled that he had often mortified my mother and me by spinning preposterous stories in front of strangers, tales of befriending a giant alligator in the Florida swamps, and sharing complex philosophical ideas with porpoises in the Gulf of Mexico.
Based.
There's much we could learn from a guy like
A regular Leif Erikson of the modern age.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Alright, I'm tuckered out.
My son, Car, have you heard of Vinland? It's a land with there's green fields and everyone's known slaves.
Have you read Vinland Saga? I didn't get caught up, but I read it.
I'm not caught up, no.
We need to find a new book to read together, or like a manga or something. I still have to get caught up on Dan and Undead Unluck, but it's like...
I need to get caught up on Undead Unluck as well. Undead Unluck is like been consistently good, though, since like very early on, so I'm not worried about that.
Yeah, that is true.
You know, there's always a sure bet that I will enjoy Undead Unluck when I'm reading it.
It's so fire. It's so good. So for those of you who don't know, if you're put off by the beginning, you just have to keep reading it for like 20 chapters, and then it's Kino.
I wouldn't even say 20, really.
Yeah, that's why I said 20.
I wouldn't even say 20. That's like too many, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like once he gets the clothes...
He gets it's very early on.
Yeah.
Once he puts on the suit, you're in peak.
Yeah. You just have to get past the first little bit.
You're in peak and you're not leaving.
It's so fucking good. I unironically think Fuko is one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
I love her so much. Okay. Shall we read comments? Do we want to keep going? Do we have any last comments?
I
think I've heard enough. The government's knocking on my door and I'm scared now.
Yeah, don't worry about them. They just want to talk to you.
Yeah, just about the weather balloons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all.
But as the military come to finally put me down, I've taken a deep breath. The Roswell incident, the Hangar 18! The Hangar 18
you fuck it up too many times and they kill you.
The Hangar 18 is real!
Hold on, wait, can I send you something?
Sure.
The military commander, when you say the Hangar 18 is real.
I wonder what picture it's going to be.
It's too late to stop him now. He's already done and said it. I love. What is this laugh? It's like the riddle me this.
It's fully amused. I'm fully amused. My amuse meter is off the charts.
Nice. I'm happy for you. Truly. All right. Well, let's read some comments, shall we?
Sure.
Okay. MT says, "Oh, the hidden boss of Black Myth Wukong, Satan." I love the part where Wukong had to call on his allies Bigfoot and the Yeti. That is true. Do you think Wukong would fight alongside them?
I don't think he would deign to.
That is true. He's above them. I need to read Journey to the West at some point. Great episode as always. Also, JJK is why I never believe that someone's dead until I see a body.
Why would you say that? What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Rock eyebrow?
Oh, my bones started cracking. I'm transforming.
You're becoming Amish? Oh!
My perfect Amish form.
Every time the full moon comes out, I become Amish, which increases my power tenfold, but if I touch technology, I die.
He formed a binding vow. By swearing off modern technology, he obtained a perfect human body.
I was just going to say the same thing. It's actually fun. It's not a religious thing at all. It's a binding vow for power. by not interacting with technology, we can increase our primitive forms tenfold.
It's like it cuts to like an Amish guy like in the field, and the bull's like charged it, and he's like pushing it back with a finger, and it's like Jebediah v. Svenglik, the weakest Amish.
He's single-handedly holding back the line.
Mm. He's like, down boy, and the bull dies.
Instantly, its heart stops.
That weak cow could not handle the sheer intent that pressed against it.
Oh my lord. Guare says, "I love how fast everything derailed. Keep this up, please." And then lastly, Tin Soldier says, "This is peak TD. Keep
they
up."
love it.
They do. Thank you. All right. I think that's everything, Tan, isn't it? Is there anything left in this world for us to discuss?
Alexander wept, for there were no more worlds to conquer.
Damn. I have a request. Hey, you've probably heard us talk about it, but if you like web series, there's one you should probably read.
The time has come. I'm not asking anymore.
If you read Aetheral Space and leave a good review on Royal Road, you will enter the Kingdom of Heaven. But if you don't, I can tell Boneclaw's Tanhoney where to find you.
Is that a variant of it? It's not even like normal me?
Yeah, only Boneclaw's Tanhoney. Because Kind
One of
Tanhoney
my
is the one writing
fragments.
the web serial. How many Tanhonies are there, do you think, in the world?
I'm a recurring archetype, so I think quite a few.
Are you all related, or is it like just different incarnations?
Well, it's like we all are reflections of the same unseen whole.
The unseen whole. Curious.
Tanhoney. The unseen Tanhoney, which is Tanhoney, but in all caps to show it's more important.
What's his ability?
He is the source of all Tanhonies.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching, and I guess we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.